Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rina the Wolf, and before we jump right into this is a temporary solution. I will try to come up with something else, but this is what we are having at the moment. If it sucks, I really am sorry. I will try to come up with something else, but this is a video that I would really not like to record more than just once. It is going to be painful. I expect tears. I expect a lot of feelings and emotions. So let's just jump right into it then.
Hey guys, Future Rina here. So, good one, huh? So the audio turned out not to be that bad, but the lighting? Oh well. Sorry about that. Anyway, I seriously do not want to re-record that video. It was painful enough to talk about it once. So, sorry about the lighting. I will try to find a better solution for that, and we will see what can come out of it. So let's get back to the video.
So in the past few weeks, I had some time to reflect on myself, to take some steps back. And as I said many times before we would expect others to love us, we will need to learn to love ourselves. And I just realized that even though I keep saying that I am a good person, and I'm not saying that I am a terrible person, because that would also not be true, I did make some mistakes. And I did hurt people who did not deserve it at all. And yes, I do feel guilty, and I have done things I should have never done. And I have done things I really am not proud of. So I just realized that if I don't find peace, the peace I've heard about, and I'm still trying to find this peace, I will not be able to step on the path of healing. This is going to be a long journey. And unless I admit that I have made mistakes along the way, unless I admit that I did hurt people, and I apologize to these people, there will be no redemption, which might be a little bit exaggerated, but that's how I feel right now. And I am not willing to invalidate my feelings or say that my feelings are less, or it's nothing, or that they are worth nothing, or they are in the past, so it's all in the past and they have passed, because it's not true. So today I would like to apologize to two people, because even though I did my best to make them happy, I think I have just done a lot of damage instead of helping, instead of love. And both of them deserve the very best of this world. So first things first, the first person I would like to apologize to is Becky. This is what I called you in the previous videos, so you know who you are. And if for some reason you are still here and you're watching this video right now, you have to know how deeply and how much sorry I am. I'm sorry so much. It has been almost 2 years when we met, and I was just in the middle of a shit show of my own life after a breakup, and I was in love with someone. I fell in love with someone I should never, ever had feelings for. And when I met you, I did not want much. I wanted to make you happy. I did not want more than a one-night stand or a casual fling. The one-night stand ended up being like a, 2, 3, 4 days long marathon or something like that, which was fun. It was great. You were great. But when you told me that you were catching feelings, I panicked because I was in love with someone. I was in love with someone who used me, who maybe not, but she did lie that she felt the same. I believed her for months, and you were caught in the middle of it. And you and I, we had been constantly on and off and on and off and on and off. But truth be told, whenever we needed each other, we were there. We supported each other and we loved each other so, so deep. And you were always right. This, us, it could have been something beautiful. And it was something beautiful in its own way. Do you remember that at the end of 2023, after Christmas, I came home all brokenhearted, and you were there for me. You traveled with me to my parents, and when it was time to go home, you took the train just to come back with me, just to support me, just to hold my hand, just to keep me close as I kept breaking down. And I appreciated it. I still do. And do you remember how after a couple of days I started to shout at you to just go home because I did not want to use you anymore? But shit, Becky, we did go on. Do you remember how many times I told you that I do love you? But that love, that kind of love was not the kind of love that you wanted. For some reason, no matter how perfect you were for me, how idealistic we could have been, for some reason, I was never able to fall in love with you. And I know that you knew. I knew back then as well. And I knew that at some point it did hurt you, but you didn't care. I know that you kept saying that you know that in a way you do make me happy and that is enough for you. But it wasn't enough for me. There were times when I tried, and I tried so hard to love you. Shit. You were otherwise like a dream. I love your style. You're smart. You speak languages. You are good at your profession. You're beautiful. You match my movie genres, my artistic style, my music genre. You were perfect. You could have been perfect to me, but I couldn't love you. And you knew all along. And despite all this, what did you do? You introduced me to your family. Before you met me, you had no idea what depression felt like. And I brought it into your life. I hurt you a lot. But you were still there by my side, always full of love. You have always supported me, and you had always been here for me. And don't get me wrong, because I loved you for that, and I appreciated that, and I loved how your family loved me, and I appreciated when I met someone I could have fallen in love with, or I actually did fall in love with. You said, it's okay. It's okay because I want to see you happy. And you always took a step back. We did not talk, but you were hoping quietly that things would not end the way I want them to. And that's okay. And that's okay because you loved me, but you respected me and always did take a step back. I remember that you actually wanted to break away from all this when I fell in love with someone, and you said, it's okay, but I will need time and space. And since I actually want to get better at my profession, I will go to school abroad. And a part of me was happy for you. A part of me was proud of you because you kept chasing your dream. And a part of me respected this part of you so, so much. And there was this teeny tiny, itsy bitsy piece of me that was so sad because I loved everything we had. And a part of me was so afraid to lose it. A part of me was panicking that I will not be able to call you to complain about my life, to complain about my partner, my job, or anything. So you were gone. And for a good while, I was happy with someone else. Things started to go downhill pretty fast. We were not the same. We had very different views of life, and it showed. It surfaced after a while, and we broke up. And once I gathered strength and courage to talk about it and upload a video, you were one of the first people who texted me and you asked, are you okay? I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay because just like my whole life, I wanted to fix that too, and I couldn't. Becky, do you remember how I kept telling you not to come? Because we both knew. You also knew, and I know that you did know, that I was about to use you. There were nights and days when I just kept begging you not to come because I was using you. And yet again, do you remember what you said? You don't mind. You don't mind because you know that there is a part of me that is actually happy. And shit, it's true. A part of me was happy. A part of me was happy with you, and I felt guilty because even though we were doing so good, I could not fall in love with you. And sometimes you came, and sometimes you tried to get over me, and I said, good. I kept begging you not to come. Sometimes I felt like I was a terrible person because I used you. But shit, every single time we met, I know that you felt it. And I felt it too, that in a way, we did belong. And all the memories we collected together, all the moments we lived together, all of them are precious to me. And then I met someone, a casual fling. I had girls, and you knew it. And you were always like, it's okay. But I knew that somewhere deep, it was not okay. And I hated myself. I hated myself so much for hurting you. So I know that you started dating too. You started seeing people. And even though I said that it's okay and you should do it, there was a big part of me that was just fucking worried. Because I knew, all along that the reason why you kept doing that was that you wanted to forget about me. You wanted to erase your feelings for me. And I felt seriously guilty about the thing that happened to you before Easter. That is a thing that I will never forgive myself. And I hope that one day you will be able to heal from that trauma. And I hope that it is never going to happen to you again. But let's get honest, even though I was there for you, and shit, I really loved our dynamic all along. Whenever I talked about you to someone, I always said that how I respected you for taking a step back when I caught feelings for someone else. You did. I did say it, but then you broke. And this is where the two apologies are about to blend in, per se, because I met someone. I can do this. I met someone online, and I hesitated. Do you remember how I hesitated, Becky, about it? Because you were also like, wait, isn't this the girl? Because I did talk to this girl before, and I liked her so much. Fuck, I liked her immediately. I hesitated back then. I hesitated this time because I felt something unusual, something strong, something scary. And we joked about it because before, it was right before I started dating my ex. Do you remember, Becky? Even you said that I should ask her out. Go ahead. Ask the girl out. It could be fun. So this time, I did ask the girl out. Do you remember? I did ask her out, and I fucked it up. Everything seemed to be perfect. It was so perfect. That's what I thought. We kept talking, then we met, and it was like a dream, and I was happy, and she seemed to be happy. And when we kissed for the first time, it was like an out-of-the-body experiment. Becky, do you remember how I told you the next day that everything was so perfect? And how I believed that we did belong? You think I did not know, but I knew that it was so painful for you. Still, you were there for me. You tried to support me, and you kept telling me that I should go for it, and also that you hope that this will last, and that you hope that she is the one for me, the one who will be able to make me happy, and I will live a very happy life with her. But I was an ass. And I only realized a couple of days ago how I fucked things up. Because I remember my parents were here and she texted me. She felt a little off because we were about to meet again. And she said that she might cancel. She said she was just tired of life. And I understood that. And I won't say it didn't hurt or I was not disappointed because, sure, it was a little bit painful. It was a little bit disappointing, but I understood. And then she said it would not work out, that she might not be good enough for me. And I wanted to protest, but I was a selfish asshole because my parents were here. And I just said, oh, okay. And I said a bunch of lies because I did not want her to feel like an asshole. A bunch of lies. Like, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I did not let myself fall in love with you. This thing was pathetically short, and still I was so deep in love. Booze was not the reason why I was so far gone. So I was an asshole. I said, okay, I did not want to deal with that. And I thought that we will meet again. We will talk things through. Things are going to be okay. Both of us would just need time. And I didn't realize a lot of things, Becky. What happened after that? I just can't. I can't have any excuse. I called you right after my parents left. I was so drunk. And I know I said a bunch of things. I was heartbroken and shit. I know that at first you loved everything off. And that could have been the right thing because I was so drunk. I did black out in the upcoming days. And you should have loved everything off, I said, all along. Because you know, I know that you knew back then as well that I was so drunk, I did black out. Every single day afterwards. I can't do this. Becky, I'm sorry that I was drunk. I'm sorry I said things I did not mean when I was drunk. I'm sorry I said we should move somewhere else and get married and have a family together. You should not have believed a single word I said those days. I am sorry, and I will never forgive these days to myself. I deserved the slap because you knew that I lied, and you knew that I was not in love with you, yet I did this to you again. And I will never, ever forgive myself for that. Some might say that what you've done in the following days are also unforgivable, though. That you used my messenger to write the woman I love, impersonating me, blocking her, deleting the last message. It's not only painful, it's also illegal, but you should know better than anyone. You said you would never apologize for this because you love me, and you said that it was the right thing to do. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. I forgive you nevertheless because I don't want to live with hatred or anger in my heart. Wherever you are, I hope you are happier. And now, to the woman I love, I called you Ashley in previous videos, it took me a lot of time to realize that I was just a fucking selfish asshole that whole night that we spent together. I wanted everything to be so fucking perfect that I almost completely disregarded your feelings. I should have been much more careful. I should have been much more considerate about your feelings. And I should have asked if you were okay with things or not. I think I did not support you enough because I just wanted things to be perfect. And I did not want to get into a fight when my parents were here because I was selfish and I did not want to hear that. So I should try it with boys again instead of giving everything all at once. I should have taken baby steps. But I didn't do that. I should have known, I should have seen that you were uncomfortable with all the love shower, and I didn't. I was selfish. I thought it was perfect. I thought about my feelings. I loved the feeling of happiness again because I was fucking happy. And nobody would be able to take that memory away from me. I will cherish all those moments. I will. I will cherish all the 1,000 lives I lived with you in my head. And nothing is going to be able to change that. And unfortunately, I am unable to change what happened. I am sorry that someone impersonated me. Whatever message you received, I am sorry about that. Because at this point, I don't know if I can believe that I know what was in it. But life goes on. And if I don't move on, and if I will keep selfishly hold on to these memories, I can start digging my own grave. And I don't want that. I just want actually both of you to know both of you will always have a soft spot and some space in my heart for you. Only one of you are welcome to come back. And after everything that had happened, you know why. I hope you do know why. But this video is going to be way too long, and this emotional roller coaster has been going on for way too long. Oh my God. And I actually think it's way more than enough of beer humbles. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a good old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It helps me a lot. And guys, hey, let's try to boost the algorithm and try to involve to the relevant people. That was it. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.